Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition. In this part, we will be completing the mission Hogtied for Mitch Baker.
Hey there, Mitch. Well, if it ain't Badass Vercetti. Now I want to see how good you can fight for your patch. The local street gang made the mistake of stealing my hog. Probably because of some machismo thing or something. Me and the boys would go over there and teach them a lesson in respect and all. Anyways, then I got to thinking. This would make a good initiation for you. You get my bike back, and you can tell Paul he's got his security. Come on! Come on.
So after that exchange with the pinball wizard, we're going to get his bike back by first going across the street to obtain this PCJ that's behind some glass, as this thing is on display for some reason. Works for us because now we have a nice vehicle to get on over to where we want to get to, which is to a helipad right down the street, because the game intends for us to use a stunt jump to gain access to a compound where Mitch Baker's bike is being held, but we're not going to bother with any of that, as we can simply just fly on over to where the bike is being stored. And so this makes things a bit easier for us, as sometimes stunt jumps can be a bit finicky. Essentially what those are ramps or makeshift ramps, such as this staircase that we're passing by, that you can use as a jump to gain incredible distance and height. And if you successfully complete the jump, then you get credited with a unique stunt jump completion, and I really don't want to bother with any of that. You know, I'd rather do all that type of stuff at once a bit later on. So for now, we've just landed into this compound, and we have all of these enemies spawning all over the place that are unmarked, so that's kind of annoying, but not too big of a deal. Something to consider here, though, is that these enemies will infinitely spawn, so we do have to just kind of get on with it, you know, either piss or get off the pot, because these guys will just keep coming at us, and we don't want any of that, you know. Now's not the time for such shenanigans, and so now that we have the bike, we can just easily escape using that staircase in the back, and then drive back on over to the club. And we do have to be careful, because some enemies will try chasing after us in that van back there that we just drove past. Now this Angel doesn't have any unique qualities to it, so it's pretty stock standard. So we do need to be a bit careful going around these turns and whatnot, because this thing has very poor handling, which is why in the previous mission we did for Mitch Baker, using those Angels during that street race was really enjoyable, because under normal circumstances, this bike isn't really all that great. But we delivered it in one piece, and that pretty much wraps up this mission. So now a biker's going to run on over and take the bike on over to wherever he needs to take it to. And, you know, I'd imagine he's getting his hairy ass sweat all over the seat. Absolutely disgusting. But now we have a post-mission phone call to take.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, it's Mitch. You did good, Tommy. It's good to have the old girl back. You tell Kent Paul he'll get his security for the gig. You have my word on that. Now keep yourself out of trouble.
Get out of my way, Chili Pepper!
And so with that, we've now completed the biker mission strand, so we can go back to the Love Fist missions, as this whole concept is a bit of a reference to the Hells Angels partnership for a brief moment in time with the band The Rolling Stones, and hopefully the business here in Vice City goes a bit better than in real life. So with that being said, that wraps up this part. In the next part, we will continue Love Fist's mission strand by doing their next mission called Publicity Tour. So until then, I will see you next time.